Dear friends, in this video we are going to discuss about the basic requirements, in other words the prerequisites for learning SAP Sales and Distribution module. In our previous video we have discussed about why to learn this sales and distribution module from both the sides. We have discussed from the client's point of view as well as from the consultant's point of view the reason for learning this SAP sales and distribution module, that is SD module. So in this video we are going to discuss about the basic requirements, in other words the prerequisites for learning SAP sales and distribution module. So for learning SAP sales and distribution module, SAP has given some prerequisites as well as the recommendations for learning this sales and distribution module. That means the basic domain experience needed for learning this sales and distribution module. This is why, because once if the candidates are interested to take this SAP sales and distribution module, then they should have the domain experience either in the areas of sales. They should have the strong domain experience in the areas of marketing. They should have either strong domain experience in the areas of customer support. Similarly, they should have very strong domain experience in handling the customer relationship management, and also they should have very strong domain experience in handling the third-party sales order processing. Similarly, they should have very strong domain experience in handling the customer management activities. Only those consultants, only those candidates are able to learn, can be able to learn, can be able to implement, can be able to design, can be able to support, and can be able to execute the sales and distribution functionalities in the real-time industry. Why they are recommending the domain experience for the consultants or for the candidates means, without having domain experience in the above said areas or in the above discussed areas of sales or marketing or customer support or customer relationship management system or third-party sales order processing or customer management activities, once if the consultants or candidates, if they are very strong in the above discussed concepts, then only they can be able to understand the end-to-end business scenarios in the sales and distribution system, and only those candidates or only those consultants can effectively implement the sales and distribution model for the clients based on their requirements. And one more domain knowledge, one more domain area they have specified is, all the candidates or all the consultants should have strong domain knowledge and understanding of the end-to-end sales activities, namely sales cycle, end-to-end understanding of the intercompany sales order processes and also third-party sales order processes. because what is meant by sales cycle? Sales cycle coming under sales activities. Normally, any sales cycle, it starts with inquiry, followed by quotation, followed by creating the standard sales orders, followed by delivery of the product, followed by billing. The sales cycle I am discussing only from the sales and distribution point of view. So if the consultants or candidates are having the basic understanding of the end-to-end sales cycle, then they can be able to easily handle the sales activities in the sales and distribution module. Similarly, if the candidates are very strong in handling the intercompany sales order processing or intercompany sales order processes, that means within company some sales activities to be carried out, that is called as intercompany sales order processing or intercompany sales. And similarly, if the candidates are very strong in understanding the third party sales order processes, then they can be able to implement successfully this sales and distribution module in the real-time environment based on the client's requirement. What is the purpose of the domain experience that has been recommended in order to learn this SAP sales and distribution model? Means in order to understand the sales and distribution module from the scratch to the end, or in other words, in order to implement the sales and distribution module in the real-time industry, all the candidates or all the consultants should have mandatorily the domain experience in the relevant areas of sales. We have already discussed about the relevant areas of domain experience in the sales processes. Say for example, the candidates should have some strong domain experience in the areas of sales, in the areas of marketing, or in the areas of customer support, or in the areas of customer relationship management system, or in the areas of third-party sales order processing, or in the areas of customer management, or in the areas of credit management of customers. This is why, because only those consultants or only those candidates are able to learn, implement, support, execute, and design the entire end-to-end sales and distribution model for the clients. That is the reason why all the candidates or consultants should have to have the basic domain experience in the relevant areas. This is why, because for any successful SD implementation, all the consultants should have the basic domain experience in the sales area, in the sales activities, as we have already discussed about this very clearly. Once if the consultants are very strong in handling the end-to-end sales activities, starting from sales cycle, intercompany sales processes, third-party sales processes, credit management, and some pricing, some important pricing activities in SD, only those consultants can be able to implement, only those consultants can be able to execute, only those consultants can be able to support, and only those consultants can be able to design the entire sales and distribution module in the real-time scenarios for the clients. So in this video, we have discussed very clearly about the prerequisites for learning this sales and distribution module, and also we have discussed very clearly about the mandatory domain experience that all the consultants should get before getting into this SAP sales and distribution module. This is why, because in order to understand the entire sales and distribution activities, all the consultants should have the domain experience in the above discussed areas of marketing, customer support, customer relationship management, third-party sales process, credit management, intercompany sales processes, and also in the customer management system. This is why, because only those consultants can be able to implement successfully the end-to-end SD module in the real-time scenarios. Only they can be able to support and execute the client, support and execute the entire sales and distribution module for their clients based on the requirements. So these are all the prerequisites for learning this complete sales and distribution module in the real-time industry, and this is one of the major prerequisites for implementing sales and distribution module very effectively for their clients. And about myself, I want to introduce myself to you. I am Raja. I am having more than 20 plus years of experience in the SAP industry. I have worked as a consultant. I have worked as a practice head. I have worked as a delivery head for many different projects. I have also handled many implementation, production support, rollout and upgrade projects as well. I have also got more than 5 years of on-site experience in Middle East and Europe, handling various Middle East and European clients. And regarding my certification areas and interests, I have done my certification in finance. I have done my certification in business process planning and consolidation module, that is BPC module, which is one of the excellent module for consolidation reporting. And also I have done my certification in S4HANA Simple Finance module. I have done my certification in Simple Logistics module of S4HANA. And also I have completed my certification in SAP Central Finance module. And very recently I have completed my certification in SAP Business and Revenue Innovation Management, that is SAP BRIM module, which is previously SAP Hybris module. So in this video, we have discussed very clearly about the prerequisites or the basic requirements for learning this SAP SD module. We have discussed very clearly about the domain experience that is expected from each and every consultants or candidates in order to learn this sales and distribution module. Only if the consultants, if they are very strong in the above discussed areas of different sales activities, namely third-party sales order processes, intercompany sales order processes, credit management processes, or in handling the customer relationship management, or handling the entire sales activities, or having the domain experience in the areas of marketing and also in the areas of customer management. Only those consultants and only those candidates are able to learn only those consultants are able to implement, only those consultants are able to support, and only those consultants are able to execute, and finally only those consultants are able to design and implement the entire end-to-end business scenarios in the sales and distribution module for the clients based on the requirements. Thank you.